One thing I think that we don't think about is when we have goals, it takes time to accomplish those things. And the times that it takes to accomplish those things, we get dissuaded because we don't see progress as quickly as we would like to see it. In our minds, we see ourselves at the finish line, but we don't think about the journey it takes to get to the finish line and how much faith that you have to have in yourself, you have to have in God, and you have to have in the process of moving forward that you will actually get there. Hello, my name is Precious Vines Harris, and I am the Single Maven. I have not had the opportunity to jump on as often as I would like because I am in the process of building. And as I stated earlier, in my mind, I would be able to juggle a 9 to 5, building a small business on the side, and then also my passion project, which is a Single Maven at the same time. I thought that I would be able to do some of these things quicker than what it's taken me to do them. And I would be able to simultaneously record videos, work with clients in the evening, and also my 9 to 5 during the day. But what I'm finding is it is taking me a little bit longer to get to the goals that I've set for myself. And I have to allow myself grace. And I think that's the one message that I want to share with you all that I'm technically learning at this point is to have grace in the process of building. And when you have grace with yourself, what that looks like is allowing yourself the time that it takes to build something, allowing yourself the breaks that is needed to do it, while being consistent, which I think that's most important overall. In order to achieve anything, you have to be consistent, but allowing yourself the opportunity to take the time necessary to build whatever it is that you're trying to build. Because if we don't have grace with ourselves, if we don't have grace with others, when we're pursuing goals, we will shortchange ourselves and we think that something is wrong with ourselves. We're not working hard enough, doing enough stuff to get to the goal that we have when we're actually going at the right pace, right? We're being able to see that in order to build something, you have to take time to go through the necessary steps and you can't take shortcuts. And I think that's another lesson too, is that if you're building anything worthwhile, it could be a business, it could be a family, it could be a relationship, it could be a goal that you have, saving money, whatever it is, you can be building a house. It takes time to do it. And you have to recognize that in that time that it's taking for you to do something, don't try to take shortcuts and circumvent the lessons that you need to learn, but also trying to shortchange yourself, meaning you're trying to get somewhere quicker by taking shorter steps or using if you're trying to make something using products that may be below par because you think it's cheaper, but in actuality, you end up spending more money, right? I don't know if this ever happened to anyone, but it's happened to me before. Sometimes you think it's better to do this thing because it's cheaper and it's not. You might as well just spend the money. But at the end of the day, you have to give yourself grace in order to grow, in order to build, and you have to be consistent with it. But if it takes you longer, if you have to take breaks, right? I had to take a break in making videos because I'm working on building my client base and building the business and building the foundation of the business at the same time. And that's a lot of work, right? You have to put systems in place. So my motivation for you today, if you are in the process of building anything, is to not stop, but to be consistent and give yourself grace and the time that you need to have to build that thing. And don't shortchange yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in the time that's needed, because in the end, it's going to pay off, right? And you're going to get to that finish line. So I encourage any of you that may be going through building a business, building anything in your life, to take those steps. I also encourage you, if you've not done so, to subscribe to The Single Maven. Follow me for more motivational tips. And thanks so much for joining me. Until next time.